The American Legislative Exchange Council, it's run by some of the largest corporations in America, and they've passed some of the most odious bills there are in the land, including handing in to the Arizona legislature the bill 1070 that was against immigrants, not just against illegal immigrants, but it would have stops of all immigrants to check their papers. And then in Florida, the Stand Your Ground law that George Zimmerman uses at defense, these are all written by ALEC and then handed to legislators. In Florida, there was one instance where a female legislator forgot to take ALEC's name off of the bill that she actually submitted into their legislature. It's really embarrassing. Chris Christie in New Jersey has a number of bills that were almost word for word written by ALEC. And they've got thousands of bills all across the country written by these corporations, handed to these guys that are mainly Republicans, some Democrats as well, but overwhelming majority are Republicans, and then they pass them. And the whole point, of course, is to help corporations get richer and richer at our expense. Now, one of the things that they are pushing for is voter ID laws. Now, why are they doing that? Because they think that if they can make sure that less minorities vote, because minorities have less photo IDs. For example, 25% of African Americans in the country that are eligible to vote don't happen to have photo ID. Some live in big cities. They don't have cars. They don't need to get a driver's license, etc. So you would eliminate a quarter of African Americans from the voting rolls by doing a voter ID law. So they love that because that means more Republicans will get elected, and that means more pro-corporate legislation will pass. Well, now the Democrats are tired of that, and they've decided to fight back. And they already have some success. Within 5 hours of an organization put together to highlight this, to point this out, and to challenge corporations to pull out of this group, we already have success. Coca-Cola has pulled out. And they gave this statement. Our involvement with ALEC was focused on efforts to oppose discriminatory food and beverage taxes, not on issues that have no direct bearing on our business. We have a long-standing policy of only taking positions on issues that impact our company and industry. In other words, see you, wouldn't want to be you, we're out of here, okay? This is way too much political pressure, and I love that they've done this. You're going to give Coke a lot of credit here. Now look, they wanted to manipulate the laws to their advantage, whether it comes to taxes, etc. So it's not like they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. But basically they're saying, well, we don't want to pay this political price and have maybe cost half of our clients, really, really bad will with those clients, just because ALEC has gone so far to the extreme. And by the way, why does ALEC push those laws? Well, gun manufacturers are also part of ALEC, so they want more and more guns everywhere. Corporations that are for-profit prisons are part of ALEC, so they want more and more people arrested, rightly or wrongly. And so when you get this group pushing these extreme right-wing bills, well, then everybody that's involved in the group has to take responsibility for it because they're funding it. So now Coke says we don't want to do that anymore. Then we found out this morning that actually Pepsi had beaten them to the punch. In January, Pepsi had already pulled out of ALEC. A world of credit to them as well. And it's not just ALEC that groups are pulling out of. The American Heartland Institute is a group that is trying to manipulate the politicians and an education system, et cetera, to make sure that climate change is not taught and that climate change legislation is defeated. Well, GM just a little while ago pulled out of Heartland Institute saying, we think climate change is real, we think it's caused by man, and we have to react to the market. He doesn't mean boycotts or protests or anything like that. He means we have to make sure that we run a business that's rational and that we develop cars that are responding to that market. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to sell cars. So we're going to live in the reality-based world, and we're no longer going to give money to the Heartland Institute. That's fantastic. Now, AT&T has pulled out of the Heartland Institute. They were giving them $100,000. AT&T also saying, hey, you know what? We believe that there is climate change, and we don't want to ruin our record of being an environmental-friendly company by doing this, supporting this propaganda group. Now, it doesn't mean that these corporations have all of a sudden turned into swell people that are, just looking to do the best they possibly can for the world. No, they're looking out for their best interest. That's what a corporation is supposed to do. Now, you got to learn from this, though, and see that you can push them in the right direction if you shine a light on them. Color of Change has done a terrific job of doing that here in the case of ALEC. And they should definitely go forward, and you should join their petitions. You should join any effort to shine light on this issue, because that's the only way we can get these corporations to pull their money out.